Right. So we were
Sure.
talking a lot about women's cricket, right? So one other thing which I wanted to especially ask you, because நீங்க சொன்னீங்க last 2-3 years it's been a big boom, and people, women are looking into cricket as a career opportunity, right? So from a women's standpoint, what are opportunities which are currently available? என்ன மாதிரி, because நம்ம men's cricket எடுத்துட்டோம்னா we know a lot of domestic tournaments are there, leagues are there, under 25, under 19. So அந்த மாதிரி உமன்ஸ் கிரிக்கெட்ல என்ன மாதிரி இருக்கு? It will be a eye opener for the viewers as well. So அது உங்ககிட்ட இருந்து கேட்கறதுக்கு. So we want to know what all things are available for people to look in from a women's cricket or a career option perspective.
Definitely, I believe it's a lucrative option, from now on. After the BCCI took over, a lot more additional categories have been introduced for women. Now we have, under 16, even though if it's not coming directly under BCCI, we have the under 23 as well. Apart from, இதுக்கு முன்னாடி வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா, we just had under 19 and seniors. So with introduction of these additional two categories, a lot of young cricketers have the advantage, to make the cut. Even if you don't get your cue in under 23, if you are a 17-year-old, you still have the under 19 category. Even if you don't do well in the under 19, you always have the under 23 category to back up on. And the other good thing is, all the cricket associations are having specific performance camps, for grassroots level. So even my home academy has designed a camp for the under 16 girls to work on the off season. So, when you kind of work on these things, young girls get a lot of exposure on how to perfect their technique, especially in the off season. And the other thing is that a lot of women T20 cricket tournaments are going on across the country. Even we are leaving for a tournament that's going to happen in Salem next week. So we've been playing a lot of cricket. Our academy girls have been playing a lot of T20 cricket, one-day cricket practice games in the last 6 months. So, just you have a lot of opportunities. And when it comes to employment, you always have the railways. The railways make it a regular feature, to recruit a lot of women cricketers every year. So they have openings for all-rounders, bowlers, wicket keepers, and it is quite regular. So once you start playing state cricket, you also have the cap of security of an employment option as well with the railways. So that is one thing. And you always have a lot more colleges are now backing women's cricket. So when I was playing 7 or 8 years back, there were only 2 or 3 colleges, but now even the engineering colleges, like the Anna University, the VIT, a lot more women cricketers are coming from those universities as well. So the universities are also, backing and supporting their women cricketers as well. So that's a great thing going forward. And now you have, just when you do well in the state teams category, then you always have the under 19 challenges has now been introduced. And also the ICC, has already proposed the under 19 World Cup also for women. So it's a great platform, if you do well in the under 19 category for your state, you immediately get recognized at the challengers level. And if you do well, why not? You always have a chance to represent your country in the under 19 World Cup as well. So lot of opportunities, age-wise, employment-wise, and even education-wise has really opened up for the women. And even after you play, a lot of opportunities are available as support staff, for coaching. Not a lot of women analysts and trainers are there, but a lot more people, a lot more women ex-cricketers, are just coming back to cricket, realizing that it's a big opportunity. All this happened after the 2017, நிறைய ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் இருக்கு அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து people have realized. And it's great to see a lot of ex-women cricketers, coming back into the sport for various supporting roles as coach, strength and conditioning, even psychologists. அந்த மாதிரி வந்து lot of options are there. So now if you are considering a career as a player or even as a support staff in cricket, I think there is no better time.
Great, Ashraf. I think this will definitely inspire a lot of people when this video reaches our viewers, because I know for a fact some of my friends' daughters are very interested in cricket and wants to pursue as a career. So I think these options which you gave is definitely going to be a good page for them to start turning out, so that they can achieve something in the career of cricket.
Absolutely.
இன்னொரு இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் பாயிண்ட் நீங்க சொன்னீங்க, லாட் ஆஃப் எக்ஸ் உமன் கிரிக்கெட்டர்ஸ் ஆர் கமிங் இன்டு கோச்சிங் அந்த இது மாதிரின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. இப்போ T10ல பார்க்கும்போது ஒன் ஆஃப் த டீம்ஸ், ஐ திங்க் சாரா டெய்லர் வாஸ் அசிஸ்டன்ட் கோச். So
Abu
that is
Dhabiயோட டீமுக்கு. எஸ்.
ஸோ கண்டிப்பா தட் இஸ் ஆல் இன்ஸ்பைரிங். அண்ட் வந்து ஸோ இட்ஸ் குட் தட் அந்த டைவர்சிட்டி வருது அங்க. இது வந்து அவங்களையும் ரெகக்னைஸ் பண்றாங்க, விச் இஸ் குட் பிகாஸ் உமன் கிரிக்கெட்டர்ஸ் ஆர் ஆல்சோ கெட்டிங் ரெகக்னைஸ் ஃபார் தர் பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ். அதே மாதிரி உமன்ஸ் கிரிக்கெட் பத்தி பேசும்போது இந்தியாவில் வந்து ஒன் மெயின் நேம் இஸ் மித்தாலி ராஜ். Debuted in around 1999 and 22 years long career. So for a woman cricketer, playing for 22 years, and she has devoted her life to cricket. So kandipa after she has come, now many people are even looking up to her. Like for women's cricket la avanga varnona main many people idolize her. இப்போ ஸ்மிருதி மந்தனா அவங்க எல்லாம் வராங்கன்னா கண்டிப்பா அவங்களை ஐடலைஸ் பண்ணி தான் வந்திருப்பாங்க. So a lot of people look up to her, and it's like even not only in India, many people, other country people also say that Mithali Raj is their idol. So அவங்க வந்து கண்டிப்பா ஒரு பெரிய ஐடல் எல்லா டீம்ஸ்க்கும். அவங்கள பத்தி கொஞ்சம் சொல்லுங்க.
100%. She has been, how Sachin Tendulkar was the flag bearer of men's cricket. 90s kids will know. அவர் வந்து அந்த early 90sல இருந்து late 90s வரைக்கும் வந்து எப்படி ஃபுல்லா வந்து he literally carried the team on his back. So similar role Mithali Raj has played. The highest ODI scorer in women's cricket, and playing the game for over 2 decades now. I think it's an impossible feat because the level of cricket in international, even in first class, it's really high. And to keep working on her fitness, and even to score runs at that level still, I think it's something really phenomenal. So I've seen her. I've played with her in a couple of games as well in tournaments. So I remember one single game we played in this Marina ground, Chennai la. So it was a T20 game, and she was playing for a club in Hyderabad. And their team was a truncated match. It was a 15-over game, and her team was 20 for 6. I guess 5 or 6. We thought that we had the game in our hands. She came in, and she just did one simple thing. She kept playing in the V, and it was just singles and doubles, and we didn't realize that we were leaking a lot of runs. But by the end of that 15 overs, the score was 120 plus. From 20 for 5 or 6 to just go to 120 without losing a single wicket, and to guide the person at the other end as well. It is just an example of what she keeps doing. Even now, when people talk about her, the likes of Smriti Mandhana, Jemimah Rodrigues, everyone, I can assure you, has at one stage or the other looked up at Mithali Raj as their biggest inspiration, for just hanging in there and carrying women's cricket all along. Now definitely her role has reduced, and I think it's a great thing for her. So hopefully the next year World Cup, I think she should finish and end as the champion. That will be a fitting swan song for a 2-decade long career, and I sincerely hope that happens.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely, like you said, the comparison is apt that we compare her to Sachin Tendulkar, because we have seen that, like Sachin, we sincerely hope that she finishes off with the World Cup trophy.
Yes.
I hope it will be a great gift for her for whatever she's given to the Indian cricket. Absolutely. All right, so shifting our focus a little bit from women's cricket to men's cricket. So now that last 2 years have been seen a lot of ups and downs with men's cricket, starting from Australia tours, England tours. You also had World Test Championship, IPL, and then currently the concluded World Cup. So how do you see this whole thing which happened with Indian cricket, and who do you think is the most impressed person or a player from this segment of like post-lockdown, I may say? So.
Okay. I think the men's cricket team, as you said, yes, they had their ups and downs, but I think they've been pretty much consistent when it comes to all formats. If you I know that I may sound a little bit biased considering the World Test Championship final loss and the T20 World Cup exit, but I wouldn't focus on those two events alone. Look at the amount of cricket and the intensity with which they have played, since March to January 2020. And even after the lockdown, the tour to England, Australia and England, the way that the young players stepped up. So for the final test, the GABA test, we had a depleted squad. and never would have Australia dreamt that India would go on to win the match. So that's the kind of attitude that the Indian men's cricket team is currently exhibiting. That aggression and the passion and the intimidation. We can definitely dominate the opposition on any front. The attitude with which they step onto the field, I think they have set a brilliant precedent for the younger cricketers and their counterparts, the women's cricket team, to follow as well. So I would focus on 2 points. One is that the intensity and the passion with which they play, and the second thing is that the vast domestic resources, the bench strength that we have. I think the tour to Sri Lanka was definitely not a B team in my opinion, with the likes of Shikhar Dhawan, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, likes of them playing. Is definitely not a bench, a second string team. Then if these guys are in the second string team, then imagine that what kind of players with experienced charismatic players would be in the the team that is playing in the overseas tour. So the bench strength that we have is immense, and that is something really, really to be proud of when we talk about men's cricket. The younger players have also started to step up. Ruturaj Gaikwad, in Vijay Hazare, he has just smashed 3 centuries back to back, and Venkatesh Iyer, has scored a century today. So, and Ishan Kishan is one more player that I would like to point out. Whenever he got an opportunity, go and play out fearless cricket. That's the kind of attitude that any fan or even a coach, a captain would look forward in a player. So I think these 3 players I would name, and even Varun Chakravarti. The records, the stats may not speak well, but I think his variations and the way in which he bowled, in the IPL also, and even in the Sri Lanka tour, maybe the stats, as I said, wouldn't support this, but I think he really did a good job. And also the likes of Yuzveନ୍ଦ୍ர Chahal, and these set of players, and even Shreyas Iyer to take, I just posted a recent video on what made Shreyas Iyer's test debut special. So I think he also grabbed his every opportunity with both hands. So these set of players are just coming over to the top, and I think we have an excellent pool of bench strength. So that's something to be really, really proud of with respect to Indian men's cricket.